Today, we executed the exit interview with Linda Hurd. Linda is our receptionist. She's been with the company for 4 years, and she's riding off into the sunset of retirement. Linda, if you've ever been in the building, she's unmistakably memorable. She's at the front desk. She has a smile on her face, and her purpose is to really make you feel welcome and accommodated. In addition to that, what you might not see if you came to visit the building is she's got a headset in and she's checking supplies and she's delivering mail and she is making coffee, doing dishes, running copies, scanning things, making travel arrangements. She has really elevated the game of that position to a significant level where she keeps herself very busy and she serves many. And I think that's just a tremendous example and a testimony to who she is. She's a real servant, and we will miss her dearly, and we wish her all the best in her retirement. So here we are today on Linda Hurd's second to last day for her exit interview. Linda has been our receptionist for the last number of years, and there's some pearls of wisdom that we're going to get from her and some stories and kind of the backstory of her. So Linda, how long have you been with Story?
I've been with Story for 4 years. I started in April of 2016, and my last day, as you said, will be tomorrow.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, let's start kind of from the beginning. Where did you grow up, and kind of what was your family like growing up?
I grew up in a little town in northwest Iowa called Holstein. My parents had a hardware store there for 25 years, and we all worked together as a team. They had a very small business, and they grew it to a very successful hardware business in that little town. Mom and Dad were very Christian people, and we were expected but also wanted to help out in the family business. So I learned how to unload freight, put bicycles together, and help in the store wherever we needed to. We took physical inventory, and Dad would hire all my friends, and they'd want to come because Dad would treat them to lunch. And it was just a great way to grow up. I learned how to work hard. Dad taught me the customer was always right, and they always knew how to make things good with not only the community, but also within our family. They were great, great people.
So when you say we, that means you had siblings. So
Yes.
How many, and where were you in the pecking order?
I have one sister. She's 2 years younger than me, and that's the one sibling that I have. It was great growing up with her, and as we've matured in life, we still are really good friends, and we get to do a lot together.
Good. So that's where you grew up. Then what happened? Where did you go after leaving Holstein?
After Holstein, I went on to college at Wayne State, and I did 1 year of college there. And then I decided the workforce was more my cup of tea, so I decided to get out in the job market. And my first job was back here in Ames, working at that time. It was the state-owned liquor stores, and I learned how to throw 50-pound boxes of freight. I, at one point, actually managed a store up in the Storm Lake area. And then from there, I got a job with McFarland Clinic. And so my field then after that has been medical. I was a dental assistant for 10 years. And then I got a job with our district volunteer, as a district volunteer coordinator in the Coon Rapids-Baird School District. And we went from me having a part-time position there to a full-time position, and had a assistant. And with that, we were invited at one point to speak at the governor's conference on volunteerism when Governor Branstad was there, and we spoke in front of 100 people, the superintendent, the gentleman that I worked with, the HR person at ICICs, and myself, and we talked about our school business partnership and how we started it from the volunteers in our community coming into our school, but also our students going back out into the community. And part of my job was to keep track of their volunteer hours. So that helped them with scholarships and helping them get their foot in the door in different colleges too. Then after that, I found a calling in Mary Kay, and I became a beauty consultant 25 years ago, actually. And again, there I was in a small town of about 1,200 people. And I thought, I'll just check this out and see what happens. I'll probably quit. Well, long story short, 25 years later, I'm still with the company. We've built a unit. I am now a sales director. We've earned 13 cars over those 25 years, and one of them is sitting out in the parking lot today.
Wow. So how many people are on your team currently?
Right now we have about 65, and then I also have a company base of about 40 people.
And how big has it been in the past?
In the past, I actually had 4 offspring directors and had about a unit of about 120 people. And at one time, yes, we did. We had a pink Cadillac.
Wow. I can see you in a pink Cadillac.
Thank you. It was fun.
Yeah, so what have been some of the consistent themes about your favorite jobs? Like what have you found joy in doing in your career?
My greatest thing is to make a difference. When I walk in wherever I'm at, I just want to make a difference. I want to make somebody smile. If there's something that needs to be done, I want to be a team player. And I want to be somebody that people look to and don't have to wonder if the job gets done, that it was done, but it's also done right and it's done well.
Yeah, so you're a pretty modest person, and there's probably been a lot of good things that maybe many wouldn't know about. Can you point to like one example of something you're particularly proud of or something that has turned out particularly well?
I think my greatest reward is my family. I mean, that's my core, and all the decisions and choices I've made in my life have become out of my love for my kids. That, and then we also were the #1 most improved unit in Mary Kay in the state of Iowa in the year 2000. So we received special recognition for that. And then I have 4 $300,000 unit plaques that our unit achieved in 4 different years. So we've had a very successful unit and still do today. So those things really just touch my heart, and know that these people have crossed my path and that I've made a difference in their lives.
Sure. So you mentioned your family. So what does your family look like today?
I have a husband, Brad, and between us we have 8 children. Now I count our wonderful in-laws, if you will, that they've chosen great spouses to be a part of our family, and they are our kids too. And then we also have 4 little people that we enjoy very much and love traveling with them. But when they walk in the door and Nana's gets those hugs, it's the greatest gift ever.
Sure. So are they around Iowa, or are they broadcast throughout the U.S.?
We have our oldest 2. One is in Johnston, Iowa. One's in Urbandale, Iowa. One is out in Colorado. One is in Wisconsin, and one lives in Story City.
Oh, I'll be darned. That's kind of a Story City thing to say, I'll be darned.
Okay.
And so you're leaving Ames, and where are you moving to?
We moved in April to Waukee during COVID, so it was quite a unique experience, but we got it done. My husband works in Urbandale, so it's getting him a little bit closer to where he works, and that's been a great gift. So we love it there. We bought a townhouse. Our kids are making it home because they come, and our friends are there. I have several friends that have been in my life for over 25 years, and they're within about a 15-mile radius. So I'm excited to get reconnected with them as well.
Excellent, excellent. So in terms of your career at Story, what are some stories, what are some memories that you will take away from here, and some interactions with people that you'll remember?
Well, I have some funny ones.
Please.
Okay, this one is the best, I think. Within my first week or two, when I was at Story, I was so concerned about making a great impression. And one day I went to sit down, only my chair moved, and I fell. And Mike Welter's wife, I don't know if she knows today, that she was sitting in the lobby when I fell off the chair, and I was trying to gracefully get back up on the chair. So my takeaway from that is, whoever's hired in this position, it's okay to fall once in a while, physically or emotionally, because you can get back up and do it again.
Yeah, we'll pick you up.
Okay, thanks. Some of the other ones was our move from Bell Avenue to Wakefield. That was quite an experience. You know, we started that way back in the early spring of that year, and to watch this building come together, and the beauty of this building, and how the design team and everybody worked together to make it and create it the the building that it is, but also what it offers in technology, and the people that come in as visitors into this building are just in awe. So it shows a lot of character in the people that designed it, all of you that put it together, and it's a fabulous building to be in. I love it that I get to claim the whole lobby as my office. I have the biggest office here, so that's kind of fun. And I think the other thing is COVID. That one, going through COVID the last few months, I have watched all of you as our senior leadership team really work together. Seeing it every day as I had the opportunity to do, it taught me great respect for all of you. The skill that you put into it, it wasn't about just surviving during this time, but how to thrive. How is this company going to look when we come out of it? And for me, leadership is a big part of my life. And I think that seeing the leadership of this company, I'm going to leave tomorrow with true respect. If anyone asks me about my time here, it's going to be one of true growth, of how it feels to be a part of a company like this and to see the company grow as it has, even since COVID hit.
Wow. Those are some pretty powerful memories. I'm thinking about the building and the buildings. Boy, your environment changed a lot from 300 South Bell to 2010 Wakefield Circle. What have you noticed in the people at the company? How have they responded to that change in environment? Because you're a real astute observer of people that way.
Yes, that's one of the things I love to do is observe and watch people, not because I'm criticizing, but I love to see interaction. And here at 2810 Wakefield has been incredible to see people communicating better. They seem to really connect more. The openness of this building is great. I have people come up. I was concerned when we moved here that there would be a little bit more isolation, but it's not. It's completely the opposite. I get to see people come in the morning. I get to tell people goodbye at night. As we walk by our workspace, people talk more. They're very much a connected group. It is truly a family, and I've seen that since day one, and I can hear the laughter in the community room. I can hear laughter in the building, and I think that's one of the things I remember when I was interviewing for this position is I heard laughter, and you don't always hear that in a building. And when you do, you know that people are there to not only work, but to enjoy what they do.
So what are you looking forward to in your retirement?
Most importantly, I'm going to take some time for me. Yeah. I am going to reflect. I'm going to take care of myself a little bit, and I'm going to see where God calls me next. I'm looking forward to time with my husband, my children, my grandchildren, my friends, and I'm just really open, and that's exciting. I feel like I'm retiring to a new place. I don't feel like I'm ending something, but I'm beginning a new chapter.
That's awesome. Any other final pearls of wisdom? Any parting comments for your exit interview?
Well, one of the things that I have really seen in this company is the vision. You, Mike, are an exceptional visionary. I've watched you. I see how you connect with the community, with the people at Story, and that says a lot about the leadership, again, of this company. Last Sunday, I heard a sermon by Pastor Mike at Hope Lutheran, and he had an exceptional sermon about be you. And he was talking about how his son was raised. And his son said, "Dad, you always told me to be you." And I think that's one of the greatest things anyone can offer at Story or at any company is to walk in the door, be you, be your best you every day. Some days are better than others. That's a given. But if you are the best you can be, you not only become a person that works well at an office environment, but also you become a part of a family. And I think when you're your authentic self, that reflects in how you build. Just like your family that you go home to every day, your work family, you want them to see who you are too. Of course, we have our weaknesses, everybody does, but if you focus on your best self, you can exceed and be stronger because of that, and also you can contribute more to your job.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Great pearl of wisdom. Linda, it's been a joy. Thank you very much.
Thank you for this opportunity, Mike. It's been a pleasure being a part of Story Construction, and I know only great things are ahead for this company.